everyone, Chef Frankie here. We're back with a brand new Minecraft Pocket Edition video. And in today's video, I will be teaching you how to make an animated armor stand in Minecraft Pocket Edition. So let's get right into today's video. Look at this, guys. We actually have ourselves a dabbing Minecraft Steve animation out of an armor stand. And it actually uses these command blocks over here and these armor stands over here. They kind of act like frames for the animation. Then we have these command blocks over here, and it all turns out to make this right over here. So let me go ahead and show you how you can actually build this thing in your own Minecraft Pocket Edition world. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and get these items out of your creative inventory. So you're going to be needing some armor stands, some name tags, an anvil, some redstone repeaters, some redstone, an observer, and also a couple of command blocks. And if you don't know how to obtain command blocks in creative mode, you actually have to go into your game chat and just type in the following command, just like this. So slash give at p command underscore block, just like this. And when you hit enter, you should get a command block into your creative inventory, just like the one I have in my hand right now. Next step is to actually make the frames for our animation. So we're gonna go ahead, get our armor stands, and place them down in a straight line just like this, and these are going to be acting as the frames for our animation. Now, depending on how long your animation is, it also depends on how many armor stands you're going to be using. So my animation is quite short, so we're only going to be using 4 armor stands. Now, this part of the tutorial is probably the hardest part. You actually have to kind of come up with an idea for what your animation is going to be and pose all of your armor stands for that animation. So what I'm going to do is, for this armor stand, I'm going to make a dabbing animation, since I'm a very creative person. So for this one, I'm going to make it look like it's dabbing, just like that. Let's see if we can get it just like that. Oh, look at that. Then for this one, we're going to kind of make it in between dabbing and not, so like that much. And then this one we're going to do just normal. Then the last one, we're also going to be making it look like that one, just like that. So I think, did I just pass it? I probably did just pass it. Okay, just like that. So once you have all your armor stands posed, you're then going to want to go ahead and name all your armor stands. So we're going to place down an anvil just like that, and go ahead and grab our name tags and separate them into 4 different groups, because we're using 4 different armor stand frames. So for this one, we're going to be naming it A, just as an example. And then the next one, we're going to be naming B, just like this. Oh, C. No, I don't know how to spell my alphabet now. So now we're going to be naming this one C, just like this. And now we're going to be naming this one D, just like that. So now, once we have all of our name tags named just like that, we're going to go ahead and name our armor stands just like this. So this one we're going to name A, just like that. This one we're going to go ahead and name B. This one we're going to go ahead and name C. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my name tag. And I don't know how many times I said go ahead in this video, but I'm just going to go ahead and name this one D, just like that. So now we finally have all of our armor stands named just like that. The next step is to make sure you have your coordinates enabled. So as you can see, I actually have mine displayed in the top left-hand corner of my screen. So in order to enable it on your device, just go ahead, go into settings just like that, scroll down until you see this option called show coordinates, and you could just go ahead and toggle it on and off just by clicking it just like that. Make sure it's turned on like I have it right now. Exit out of settings just like that, and you should see your coordinates being displayed in the top left hand corner of your screen. The next step is making the command blocks for our animation. So what we're going to be doing is go ahead, get our command block, place down as many command blocks as you had armor stands. So just like this. Now what you want to do is make sure that you also have another command block on top of that. Don't worry, we won't be typing too much in these command blocks, so even if you don't have any experience with command blocks, you'll probably be okay doing this. So just like that, you should have 2 rows of command blocks just like this. And again, it all depends on how many armor stands you're using. So because I'm using 4 armor stands, that means I'm going to be using 8 command blocks just like this. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have another 4 right on top of those. So if you're doing 100 armor stands, I'm sorry, that's gonna take a little bit longer than what I'm doing right now. The next step is to actually find the place on your map of where you want your animation to actually happen. So as you can see, I marked the place where I want the animation to happen at these coordinates, and I marked it with a diamond block. You can use whatever block you want because we're going to be needing these coordinates for our command blocks that we're going to be typing in over there. So just keep in mind the coordinates where you want the armor stands to actually have the animation. So over here we have -17, 4, 5. So just keep in mind your coordinates might be different. It just depends on wherever you want your animation to actually happen. We're just going to go ahead and have the animation happen at these coordinates. Next step is to actually type in the commands for our animation. So what we're going to be doing is using these first row of command blocks right over here. Actually guys, take away this first row of command blocks. We don't actually need those right now. So click on this first command block right over here. Type in TP at E beginning bracket name equals A, because that's the name of our first armor stand for our animation. Then we're going to do the coordinates for where we place the diamond block. So that's -17, 4, 5, just like that. And you should be done with your first command block. Now you're basically 50% done with all the command blocks because all you have to do now, copy and paste that command into all of these command blocks, except for this command block, you want to type in name equals B, name equals C, name equals D. So just copy and paste this command and just make sure it's the same name as all the armor stands have right over here, just like that. After you have your commands typed in the first row of command blocks just like this, so the first one should just be name equals A. They're really all the exact same commands, just a different name in them. So this one's name equals B, this one's name equals C, and this one's name equals D. Just like that, what we're going to be doing now is stacking another row of command blocks on top of these just like this. Make sure you leave a space in between each one like I'm doing right now. As you can see, there's actually a 1 block space right over there. So just stack another row of command blocks on top of that. So now you should have a total of 8 command blocks if you're using 4 armor stands like me. After you have your second row of command blocks placed down just like this, the next step would be go inside your first command block and type in TP at E name equals D, just like this. And then for the next command blocks over here, you type in TP at E name equals A, just like this. And the third command block would be TP at E beginning bracket name equals B. And then the last one would be TP at E beginning bracket name equals C, just like that. So that's what you have to do for those command blocks. What it's doing is it's basically saying that after one of the armor stand goes over here, it has to teleport after the next armor stand teleports to this position right over here. So that way it doesn't mess up the animation. Next, we're going to go ahead and pick any spot around here, which is where our armor stands will be teleporting to. So let's just go ahead and pick -33, 4, 5 as an example. So we're going to type in right after this -33, 4, 5, just like that. And then we're going to go into this one, type in -33, 4, 5, just like that. Go into this one, type -33, 4, 5, just like that. And then into the last one, also type -33, 4, 5. So what this is doing is after an armor stand goes through here, like I said, it's going to teleport into the position -33, 4, 5 after it's done with the transition, just like that. After you're done with your command blocks, the next step is you want to get your redstone repeaters and place one down in between the command blocks just like this. You want to place one at the end just like that, and also another one right over here. So that's going to make sure that the redstone signal travels far enough to get back around to these command blocks. Then what you want to do is get your redstone and connect it all the way through these repeaters, just like this, back and around to this repeater, and connect it back to these command blocks right over here. So that is the contraption to make the armor stand animation. All you have to do is get your observer and place it right over here. And as you can see, it should light up all the redstone, and our armor stand should teleport right on top of this diamond block over here. How awesome is that, guys? We now have our extremely fast dabbing armor stand. It's actually going a little too fast, so what I'm going to do in order to change that, you can just go ahead, tap on these repeaters right over here, and it should kind of slow down the animation for us. Now we have a kind of a slow dabbing armor stand just like that. So that is how you make animated armor stands in Minecraft Pocket Edition. If you enjoyed today's video or learned something new, don't forget to drop a like on today's video and subscribe for more Minecraft Pocket Edition content like this in the future. See you all in the next Minecraft Pocket Edition video. Bye!